It's done what, sorry?
Done 84,000 miles. We sold it about, I think, 3 years ago, I believe. A gentleman, who owns it has spent a fair bit of time and money improving it and doing bits and pieces. Not a lot, but little bits and bobs, he was telling me. And I tell you what, I just drove it around the village and it's absolutely lovely. It drives just like an Alfa should drive. Really impressive little motor. Fast motor. So I don't know what he's done. I can't remember what he said he'd done. But little niggly bits and bobs on that he's done. And it really turned it into a lovely car. It's a far better car now than when he bought it. And I just drove it, I say, up to the top of the village and back, just to tell people what it goes like. Mainly just to see what the gearbox is like, because they're a notoriously poor gearbox, you know, with gear selection and synchros and stuff like that. Well, I tell you what, that is the best Alfa gearbox I've ever driven. It is beautiful. You'd swear it was a Cortina gearbox in there. You'd swear it. It's absolutely lovely. I could not fault it. The car went well, pulled nice, brakes were good, steering was a spot on. Little bumpy. They're a little bit harsh ride, aren't they? But a sports car, aren't they? You know, same thing. So you got to accept that. So it's a little bit solid for me, but it's how it should be. But the gearbox, I purposely went up and down the gearbox on the overrun and whatever, you see if anything jumped out. Absolutely as smooth as anything. No snicking of it, no nothing, no synchro problem, nothing. So I'm really impressed with it. Really nice thing.
Bodywork wise?
Lovely. Really nice straight car. Yeah, I haven't been around it with a fine-tooth comb, but we've got a little bit there, look. A little bit of rust on that. This has been sort of aerosoled in. Going to want a dressing sooner or later. But generally speaking, this side's a lot better. Look, it's pretty well neat this side. A little tiny little bit of drama down there, but very little. But I mean, it's not a new car, is it? I mean, it's for what it is. Wheels have just been caught in a couple of places. It's now, is it really? Wants a good teacup and a polish up and what have you. But you've got to make allowances for the fact that it's, you know, it's like a racing car, isn't it? It's been used. It's not a sit in the garage and look at car. It's a using car, and it has been used. And it's done 84,000 miles. We're calling it the speedo. I don't know. Make your own mind up about the mileage. It's done it well. It's not picked up loads and loads of chips. Look, it's straight. I just rate it. And it's so nice to drive one that you can't. You don't come back and think, oh, it wants this, it wants that, it's bumpy here, you know, it starts rattling the door, shut the door and the door goes clang. It don't, it's all nice. You know, it's lovely. I'm really impressed with it, I really am.
Good.
Anyway, there you